I was never really brought up to be a religious person. I guess I consider myself agnostic with a little bit of that cliched, spirituality. Considering yourself a spiritual person. My parents basically just brought me up to just find something that I believe in and just take it from there. They basically, got into Wicca a few years ago, but it really had no impact on me whatsoever because I was an adult at that point. I just decided that I think that doing this project, it would be, really interesting to go to a Hindu temple because it's, very different than pretty much anything that I know. The boss that I work for, he's Indian and he's Hindu, and he recommended this temple to go check out everything and see what it's like and interview the priest afterwards. So I do expect going into this, there's probably going to be, a lot of music involved, and I don't want to say chanting because that sounds kind of ridiculous to say, but I do expect, a lot of families here, and I don't know. I just think it's gonna be really interesting. I'm gonna try to film some, take some footage inside if they'll allow me, and then we'll just see how it goes. So we'll see what to expect. So I attended a service at the Hindu temple in Lexington, and it was very, very interesting. Unfortunately, the priest wouldn't allow me to film inside the temple during the service. I did film a little bit inside before he started, and let's just say it was definitely a test of endurance for the priest. It lasted an hour and a half, the service did, and it was just non-stop. He didn't take any breaks, nothing at all. It was just constant chanting and just performing the service. I did notice a lot of interesting things that he did. There was fruit placed on the ground, and it looked like he was offering it up to one idol in the middle of the room. There were about, I think, 9 or 10 idols in the background, but he offered fruit to the idol, and then he dipped, it looked like some sort of brush in liquid, and was sort of flinging it around, and he was reading from a text or chanting from a text the entire time. And at the end, there was not a lot of people at the service at the time, but a woman approached me and asked if I would like to ask her any questions. And unfortunately, she didn't want to be on camera either, but I asked her some questions about what I saw. I asked her about the fruit being offered, and she mentioned that it is symbolic of offering fruit to people that need it, like poor people in the villages. I then also asked her about what it meant with the brush in the water and flinging it around, and she said that from what she understands, it's basically tying all the elements together with it, whether it be earth, wind, water, everything like that. And then I also asked her, because towards the end, the people who were in the room, they rang this large bell rather loudly, and I asked her what that meant, and she said that was, I guess, getting attention of the gods. Basically, just pay attention to you. I think that's what she meant. It was very interesting. I've never seen anything quite like that before. Like I said, I've worked weddings and other events, that had the religious undertones of Hinduism, but the actual service was something that I really haven't seen before. I was trying to find any similarities between, Hinduism and I guess just basic Christianity, and the only thing I can really think of is maybe the gods in the background could also be represented in Christianity as maybe prophets or, saints in Catholicism. And she did mention that there are a few similarities between, westernized Christianity and Hinduism. She couldn't really explain, a whole lot about it. Just overall, I thought it was a very interesting experience. All right, thank you.